Good morning, everyone. President Tharman, Ms. Chang Hui, CEO National Heritage Board, Mr. Siamun Meng, Chairman SMRT, and Mr. Niam Hun Ping, CEO SMRT. Distinguished guests, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to everybody and a belated Happy New Year, everyone. And today is the first Saturday of the new year. And as we look forward with hope, optimism to this new year, I'm really happy and would like to thank you for being with us here today to launch this very special exhibition that we have curated together with the National Museum of Singapore and National Heritage Board. It's titled Dementia Friendly SG Exhibition, Facing Dementia in Singapore. I would also like to thank President Tharman for his invaluable time, support, as well as his guidance in the past, but also especially now for this very important cause of ours. In Singapore, we are expecting the number of persons living with dementia to increase to over 150,000 by the time we reach 2030. It is therefore important for us to meet the needs of persons living with dementia and their caregivers and loved ones, and enable them to continue to live well, age well, and be empowered in the communities and at home. In 2016, the Ministry of Health and AIC launched the Dementia Friendly Singapore initiative under the overall Community Mental Health Master Plan. It aimed to establish the dementia care ecosystem to better support those at risk of and with dementia. Through this initiative, we developed the Dementia Friendly Communities, or DFCs in short, where community members and stakeholders such as residents, business owners, volunteers learn about dementia, and resources are made available to support those living with dementia and their caregivers in the community. AIC has led the development of DFCs over the past years in collaboration with our partners and stakeholders. To date, 16 DFCs have been established across Singapore. We have also formed a network of dementia go-to points, which serve as safe return points for persons living with dementia and offer resources and support. Today, thanks to the support of our partners and stakeholders, there are over 600 dementia go-to points island-wide, with the National Museum of Singapore being our latest go-to point and dementia-friendly partner. I would like to thank the National Museum of Singapore team for their very strong support. We recognize the need for our dementia-friendly efforts to be relevant, useful, but more importantly, to scale up and be sustainable for the future. Therefore, while we continue to empower and enable our partners to implement DFCs within their own networks, we recognize the need to shift our efforts to the national level and involve all of us at the whole society level. Therefore, in November 2022, so that was the year before already, AIC and MOH launched the Dementia Friendly Singapore initiative at the national level. The Dementia Friendly SG movement focuses on the need for greater dementia awareness and calls on everyone to play a part, individuals, companies, and communities. It is heartening to know that many in Singapore do want to play a part. According to a nationwide survey conducted by the Singapore Management University and Dementia Singapore last year, 83% of the over 3,200 participants interviewed said that they want to do more to improve the lives of those living with dementia, almost 30% higher than that was recorded in the initial study conducted in 2019. Many of them have also highlighted that they want to know more about how to help those living with dementia and support them better. Therefore, it is timely that we are ramping up our efforts together with our partners to reach out now to increase awareness of dementia and encourage all of us to play a part in the dementia-friendly Singapore movement. So today does mark a big milestone for us in this movement, and we now launch the Facing Dementia in Singapore exhibition, which we will all go through later on. It will run from now till end March this year. It is an important exhibition that will help all of us learn about dementia, develop greater empathy for persons living with dementia, and encourage all of us to do more to support them. The exhibitions will take visitors through familiar local settings such as HDB flats, interchanges, so on and so forth, to discover signs and symptoms of dementia and shows the challenges faced by persons living with dementia. I'd like to thank the National Heritage Board and the National Museum of Singapore for their partnership and support for the Dementia-Friendly Singapore movement. Through our MOU with NHB, we have been working closely to raise awareness and train museum staff on effective communication and activity facilitation strategies for both seniors and those with dementia, as well as expand offerings and tours to NHB heritage sites, exhibitions, and resources. Through this year's exhibition, we also hope to reach out to the youths and the families. Youths play an important part in building a dementia-friendly nation, and it does start at home with their parents, their grandparents, and their loved ones. Strengthening intergenerational bond within the family benefit both young, old, and all of us. Today, we have invited two youths to speak to us, and they have been touched by dementia, so I want to thank them for joining us and sharing with us their story. William is a caregiver to his mom, who is living with young onset dementia. And Kawei is the team lead of Project Forget Me Not, a youth-led ground-up initiative that aims to deepen awareness of dementia among youths. They will be sharing their journey as well as what they are doing later on. And to William and Kawei, I want to say thank you so much, and you have my utmost respect. Today, we are also launching, as mentioned, two publications that we make available to help anyone who wishes to learn how to interact with persons living with dementia and their caregivers and their family. The first is the Youth Hope Intergenerational Toolkit. This toolkit provides a step-by-step guide for schools and partners to start the Youth Hope program, which aims to promote and foster intergenerational bonds between youths and seniors. The second is a take-home journal called Spark Conversations. This is a guide for youths to have conversations with their grandparents and parents, and to find out more about their life story and get them also to be more interested and to foster stronger bonds with their loved ones. So for those of us who are parents, grandparents, please also take a look. You'll find the guide later on at the exhibition. I also felt this is something we can use to start conversation with our own children and grandchildren. I would like to take the opportunity as well to share a few words of appreciation for our sector partners. AIC has been collaborating with our dementia-friendly partners across 5 key sectors: banking and finance, arts and leisure, retail, transport, and building sectors. I'd like to thank all our partners for their strong support. In particular, our transport partners have been making much effort to make their facilities dementia-friendly and to support those with dementia through their journey. All train stations and bus interchange in Singapore are now dementia go-to points. I am therefore very grateful to the support from Land Transport Authority, Public Transport Council, SMRT, SBS Transit, Go Ahead Singapore, and Tower Transit Singapore in ensuring that commuters and residents living with dementia can go about their day with a peace of mind, and they can continue to be empowered to live within the community. Today, I'm also really happy that AIC and SMRT will further deepen our collaboration with a memorandum of understanding in the areas of public advocacy, staff training, service delivery, and environmental design. Since 2017, and that's when we started working with SMRT, we have been working on various initiatives to enable persons living with dementia to enjoy a more pleasant and safe commuting experience. With this MOU, we will push ahead on important efforts in the dementia and broader mental health space. For instance, SMRT will be collaborating with AIC to include mental health awareness training for their staff so that they can better support commuters with such need. So I want to thank both Mr. Sia and Hun Peng for their support as well. In closing, I would like to just highlight again that we all have a part to play in the dementia-friendly Singapore movement. And I would like to thank you for being here, but encourage you not just to go through the exhibition, but also talk to our persons living with dementia and their caregivers. They'll be real role models that advocate for us on the movement. I also want to thank them for being here with us, always courageously, not just sharing their story, but advocating for others to join us on the journey to support those living with dementia. Can we also give them another round of applause? Thank you so much. I've always been really inspired by them as well. Thank you so much for your support, your involvement, your commitment as well. As individuals, we can talk to our loved ones to engage, encourage them to live healthily with our love and support, but also look out for those living in dementia who may need our help in the communities. As at the community level, I hope you can also join us to continue to build dementia-friendly communities so that those living in dementia can be empowered and able to live well and age well at home. At the national level, it is our hope that this exhibition will create a deeper appreciation and understanding towards dementia and encourage all of us to do more to support those living in dementia around us. Join us in the dementia-friendly Singapore movement, and as the video mentioned, become a dementia friend by lending a helping hand to those living in dementia in the community. Together, let's build a caring, inclusive, and dementia-friendly Singapore with respect for all. Thank you so much, everyone.